recorded live in a studio right next to an actual functioning chicken coop. It's the Indispensable Thursday Show with Sable and Dave.
Where's a lawyer when you need one?
He's at one of his racist meetings, probably. What are you talking about? What lawyer are you talking about, by the way?
Oh, I'm just talking about any lawyer. Don't we need a lawyer?
I don't need one right now, thank God, as far as I know.
So what are these racist meetings you're talking about?
Everyone's talking about it. Sable. Hi over there. Hi, Sable, co-host of the Indispensable Thursday Show. I'm Dave.
Hi, my name's Sable. I'm co-host of the Indispensable Thursday Show. This is Dave.
Said that. Hi, I'm Dave. Yeah, I go, let's just get right into it, Sable. Everyone's talking about this Trump University case and the judge. Actually, it's a judge, not a lawyer, I guess. I should have been more, more precise. Now you know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about Trump University. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Because he made some, he made some typical Trump-style retarded comments about he's a Mexican. He's not going to treat me fair or whatever. Whatever he said.
The judge is not Mexican. The judge is American.
Yes, he's of Mexican heritage. But anyway, very.
But he was born in the United States.
Yes, what, Indiana or something?
He may have Mexican descent, but he's not Mexican.
Right. Whatever. Now. So Trump quite inartfully stated something about he's a Mexican, and it's like, oh God, come on, dude. But where he's correct is he is a member of the La Raza, lawyers, whatever, which is not directly, they're not the La Raza, but obviously a racist organization because it is. If you're putting La Raza in your group. Now,
if the name of your group is The Race.
Yeah.
As in no other race but the Mexican descent race. Mm-hmm. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
I'm with you.
He should probably, because of the weird tension between Latinos and Trump, he actually should recuse himself from this and say, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this because I'm obviously going to let it, affect my decision. Or he should disavow the racist group. I didn't hear him disavowing, so I assume he's down with the La Raza, whatever. Leftists, they don't mind this La Raza thing because they see Mexicans are just cute little brown people running around over there.
Right.
They're not fully people. Because I hold all people to the same standard. Right. You can't do that. That's bad. But the lefties, they don't care. They're just Mexicans. Let them have their little group. It's cute. We have an official place in L.A., the Plaza de la Raza. Where's that?
That's in L.A., in downtown L.A. It's like the place for the race, right? Mm-hmm. The little square for the race, yeah.
But I secretly don't mind it because, I've said this many times. Why don't I mind it? Because it always reminds Whitey that I'm in charge because they don't care about insulting Whitey. So they're constantly telling us that you guys are the boss. We can't hurt you. We can't offend you no matter what we do because you guys are stronger than we are. It's like, thank you. Thanks.
Nice.
That's what they're telling me.
So it's interesting that you brought up Trump University, though, right at the moment that we went live, because this has sort of been on my mind. There's a whole world, not of university, but what Trump University, it's not a, or Olvera Street. Sorry, the chat room said or Olvera Street. Yes. No, Olvera Street is where you go to get really nice churros. You get, those little deep fried sugar.
Yes. They're just
sticks.
Donut sticks.
Donut sticks.
Or wallets or belts. They have nice leather works over there.
I got my first butterfly knife down there.
And you should go around the corner over there to Felipe's and get yourself a French dip. They claim to have the first French dip in LA since 1911 or 1909, one of those.
Wow.
There's two places warring for the first French dip, and I can't remember the other place, but Felipe's is one of them. They're sawdust on the floor place. Good place.
A little bit of downtown LA history.
Yeah.
So Trump University, they are an organization. They were an organization that promised to take you in and for money. Of course, you got to pay them and be mentors to you and building your real estate business. Mm-hmm. So there are tons and tons and tons of these mentor organizations. Typically, you pay $10,000 to $25,000 to be in a mentoring program with a famous salesperson who will guide you through his or her program for 6 months. They'll mentor you. They will give you opportunities to spend more money along the way. And if you're an enterprising business person, you see somebody in your field successful, and you go, "Wow, I need to go to this one event for Lisa Sasevich in Las Vegas. I need to go to this event so I can meet people and sign up and spend my 20 grand." And people usually, like, they'll take out on their homes, they'll spend their entire savings, they'll really bet big on the great sales pitch that happens on their dreams.
Right.
They'll go into debt trying to build their business. Now, what Trump University was doing is exactly the same thing that everyone else is doing, except they were really sleazy about it.
They're extra sleazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you would expect
like it is a
from
scam.
Trump. As you would expect
But-
from Trump.
Just get some other judge to say it was a scam, and everybody will be happy. So, because it sounds like it is a scam. It was a scummy enterprise by all accounts, except for Trump.
I just don't think that a judge with a long career as a lawyer needs to recuse himself because somebody might think that he's not going to deal fairly. Like, the judge's life is to deal fairly.
Okay, he can stay as long as he denounces the racist group that he's a member of. That's fine with me.
I don't think he even has to denounce
No?
anything. He just says, "I'm going to
Right.
judge this fairly, and if you don't like my judgment, you can take it to appeal, and
All right.
they will show you that I judged it fairly."
That's fine. He's probably not going to recuse himself anyway, so that's fine. So
I don't think
that'll
he should.
happen. I'm sure Trump will appeal it because he's the most litigious fucking person apparently the world has ever seen.
Right.
How many lawsuits does he have going? Like 3,500 or something?
A lot. Yeah.
A lot of fucking
See,
lawsuits.
the problem with doing business with a sleazy guy like Trump is he'll make all the right promises to you. He'll promise that you're going to do all the things that you want to do, and he's going to pay you all the money that you expect to be paid. And then $200,000 later, he's going to go, no. We agreed that the notebooks were going to be on the left-hand side and they were going to be yellow. And the notebooks that you put were on the right-hand side. And I just don't think you did anything right. So we're just not going to pay you for this.
Yeah, so this work is substandard. We're not going to pay you. You're going to have to sue us for the rest. So
then
that's why he's a sleazeball in business.
And with a lot of contractors, and this happens even at the colleges. A college will do a $1 million contract to build a building. The contractor will go out and take huge loans, and when the bond money or the city money or the college takes too long to pay, the company will oftentimes just go out of business. So the state does it to people all the time. Trump does it to people all the time.
So he's going to fit right in with government. That's good.
That's right. There you go.
Par for the course.
Man, that was a really light
Stay
opener.
the course.
So Trump University, not a university.
Yeah,
Trump
a
professors, not professors.
And the judge is a member of a racist organization. I just want to make that clear.
The whole thing's misleading.
But I'm sure he can make a decision that's true. Anybody could. I think any retard could look at this and go, "Yeah, you guys are scumbags." So
You read all the binders of how to take advantage of people.
I just don't like guys who are members of that retarded organization. So I think they should just say that it's bad and quit it. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay,
All right,
got it.
Thank you very much, everybody. That's our show.
Got it. Wow. I'm sticking with the First Amendment, whether I like it or not. This is the United States of America. I don't agree with Donald Trump, but by God, he can say that crap all day long.
Sure. Oh, did you hear that? That's the Disneyland fireworks out there.
The audience cannot hear it, but
No, they can't.
right now,
because of our high-tech microphones, you cannot hear that background.
right now, Disneyland is going nuts. So,
All right.
you had half a joke for me.
No, it's just part of. Don't tip it. Don't pimp it out.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
gonna slide it in later.
Oh, I wrote it down as a.
It's not even really a joke.
Item.
It was just a semi-humorous comment I was going to add to my tree story. Did you want to talk about the tree?
Let's hear about the tree.
Huh. Let me find that thing there. It's
Just gonna
I've got it
scratch
here.
this one off.
It was I was reading this I found this little bit on Yahoo News. Here's the headline. New gadget helps turn departed loved ones into trees.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about this.
You've heard about that? Instead of keeping a departed loved one's ashes in an urn over the fireplace, why not breathe new life into them in the form of a tree that can sit in your living room or outside on your porch? A new gadget helps you nurture life from ashes, and regardless of how green your thumbs are, it offers a way to keep loved ones close after they die. Now, this is interesting. Now, of course, being movie geek and TV geek, movie geek from the 70s and 80s, my mind went right to a particular scene, and we have it queued up. You want to play? This is from the first episode of Police Squad.
Thanks, Mr. Olson. Bye.
You come up with anything, Ted?
Well, we got the coroner's report on the depth of penetration of the bullet in Jim Johnson's body. If the holdup man had been where Sally Decker said, the bullet should have penetrated deeper. Let me show you what we did. These guns are identical to the one that killed Jim Johnson. Watch carefully as I test fire this gun into these videotapes of Barbara Walters' interviews. As you can see, it completely destroys the Burt Reynolds interview. And everything from Bo Derek to Paul Newman. But only up to the point where Barbara asks him, is it difficult to love? Now, let me show you what happens when the gun is fired from 3 feet, which is the distance Sally claimed the shots were fired from. Notice?
It's not the same
Complete
gun.
destruction. Right up to the point where she asked Katharine Hepburn what kind of tree she'd like to be.
See, a long way home, but that's what I thought. I'm like, wow, we've finally come. Technology has caught up to Police Squad, where you can actually pick out what kind of tree you'd like to be when you die.
You actually thought of that when you.
That's
when you
the
read
first
that?
thing I thought of was
Wow.
Katharine Hepburn, what kind of tree she'd like to be.
Now, aren't those the same guys that did the movie Airplane?
Yeah, that is the Zucker brothers.
The Zucker brothers.
I think Airplane is the funniest movie ever made. Do you think?
What'd you
Well,
like
you
about
don't know
it?
it too. Well, everyone knows the shit, man. That hockey bus and miss him out, lady. Got to be running coat upside down his head, you know.
Hey, home, I can dig it. You know he ain't gonna lay no more big rap on you, man.
I say, hey, Sky, is that a say want to say?
Oh.
Pray to Jay, I get the same old, same old.
Hey, you'll knock yourself a pro, slick. Great matter back, live performance down. Now take TCB, man.
Hey, you know what they say? See your brother get a booty yak 'em.
Leg her down and smack 'em, yak 'em.
Oh, got to be, you know? Shit. That's like my favorite scene. Everybody knows
exactly
that
the
one.
movie
When
I'm
it says
talking about.
shit, it says golly on the subtitles because they have the subtitles there for them. But that movie is hard to beat for jokes per minute. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that's the only reason I really brought up that tree thing. I thought it'd be cute. By the way, you know, if you do get the tree thing, be careful whose ashes you put. You don't want like Ted Bundy's ashes in there because it would be like, hey, my branch is broken. Can you move me over to the windowsill where I can get some sunlight? Don't do it. You know?
Now, the tree thing, I don't think it's legal in the U.S., but they don't take your ashes. I think they just take your whole body in the fetal position and put you in a little pod that feeds the tree.
They put you in the, what do they call it, dorsal recumbent position, so they can put the tree up your ass and it grows out.
It's probably the right way.
Very large urn. But that's the way they do it here. I don't know. I didn't make the rules. I don't fucking make the rules, Sable.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's right. You got that much better than I do. So the tree growing out of your ass. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How does that get us into transgender bathrooms? This episode is all over the place, you guys.
That was a great segue. I think I might need a neck brace or something after that segue. I might have to call a lawyer.
Tell us what you think. Call us at 657-206-0777.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Please do. You'd be the second caller ever if you call in that number.
But if you leave us a message like this, I like butt cream, we're just going to delete it. That's it.
Unless you're sincere and you really do like butt cream. I don't want anybody fucking around just pretending they like butt cream, thinking that we're going to play their voice bit. Yeah. Thanks, crickets.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, my.
Oh, Dave.
I can close my tab on Trump University. I think we've...
Close it. So
yeah.
Did you use the female restroom this week?
No, I did not.
It wasn't a national move because I use it all the time now. I just walk right in.
You do?
There's two. There's one. There's men's and a woman's. And if the men's is busy, I just go right into the woman's.
Well, that's not really what the whole thing's for. It's, you know, okay, there's a couple things about this that kind of bug me a little bit.
Wait, I thought it was free reign on the bathrooms. Whatever bathroom was available, you just go in now.
It's very easy to just make unisex bathrooms. Who gives a shit? Even if it's one big room, you just put stalls that anybody can go to. Whatever.
And guys should always or never tickle little girls in the bathroom that they don't know.
No, well, I think the only reason we have separate bathrooms is because we want to separate women from perverts who are usually men. Mm-hmm. That's really for women. We don't want the men going in there. Now, transgender men are probably not going to go looking under the stalls and actual transgender
Right.
male who are whatever way you're going, and if you're in the bathroom with the ladies, you're probably not going to be doing that. This heterosexual males who are drunk are probably usually the ones that are doing that. They cause all the trouble.
Okay.
Mainly heterosexual drunk guys.
But you don't think women have separate bathrooms because they go to the bathroom as a group and talk shit about you while they're gone? I think
that's a factor.
I think that's a different issue. Bathrooms were built for women differently, and in nice places they have like chairs and couches they can hang out in, and they have little makeup areas. They have special feminine products.
They are much nicer,
irons,
except
like-
they'll never have that satisfaction of urinating on ice that we've talked about that men get, that women I've mentioned that to women. They're like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. You can some of these classy places, they'll have a pile of ice cubes and you can pee on them. It's so satisfying. I don't know why.
Did you ever drive by that hotel as you're going up the 101 where each room is a special different theme? Like there's a caveman room.
Oh, yeah. That's, I've never stayed there, but I know the Madonna Inn.
Yeah, the Madonna Inn.
Yeah.
So you don't have to stay there to appreciate it. But I walked into the restroom, of course, to go pee on the ice, and it's this pretty fantastic bathroom. And as I came out, all these women kept jumping in to the bathroom to take a look.
They wanted to see the peed on ice?
To see, you should Google Madonna Inn men's room.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. There must have been 4 women that walked in by the time I walked in there to use the bathroom and walked out.
Just a giant
look.
block of ice or something? Yeah, Madonna Inn, men's bathroom. It's coming up as a thing. What the
It's a thing. It's a thing. If you're ever driving the 101 on the way to San Francisco.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah. It's like it looks like a lodge or something. It's got rocks. But people are just peeing on the rocks. Is that what they're doing? That's what it looks like. It's all wet.
There's a whole thing.
It's like waterfall. That's how it flushes. I guess it's like a waterfall. Cool. All right. But no ice.
I'm sure there's ice somewhere too.
But anyway, let's get back to the problem here at hand. Okay, now this is really just for people. Like I was thinking, everything starts inside your own skull.
Right.
This is where all the problems begin.
Right.
The guy who's an idiot and is like, I'm gonna get drunk and start a fight. That guy's a problem.
Right.
I'm gonna go get drunk and go beat up some fags. This guy is a problem. But also, this works for other people, like someone who's sitting around and all of their life's needs are taken care of, so they have to start worrying about, well, what else could possibly ruin my day? Oh, I know. I don't feel that when I'm in the men's restroom, I don't feel that it reflects my inner feelings about what gender I am. You're fucking yourself up. This is really not. If you're crying yourself to sleep over this, you are a fucking weak ass person and you need other help. This should not bug you. This should not bother you. Now, I understand where the problem comes in. If you're a dude dressed as a chick and you're in a bathroom in like Alabama at a rodeo, you might get your ass kicked or worse. Right. So yeah, that's a problem. Use the chick's restroom, or don't dress up as a chick at the rodeo. But that's not my true self. Damn it! This is where they want to self-express so much that they're gonna. Don't be dead right. But don't be dead right.
Even at Golden West College in Huntington Beach, California, students are still like, they don't want to put on the dress, even though they feel like they should be wearing the dress, and they will change in and out of clothing.
Yeah,
and it's still a struggle to figure out which bathroom for them to go into.
Can we just all go with the kilt, like a silver kilt? Everybody. This will just be standard issue. When Bernie Sanders takes over, that's going to be the standard issue for everyone. Those all we'll be able to afford, because all the other money is going to be diverted from everything else to kilts and welfare programs.
It would make it easier to use the restroom.
Yeah, and quickies. Makes quickies so much easier.
Right?
So we have STDs shooting way up. It can be awesome. But I think the kilt. That way it's a unisex dress. I would totally be down with the kilt.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the kilt.
So anyway, self-actualization this is a problem that people that North Koreans don't probably have this problem in North Korea. No one has this in North Korea. They don't sit around wondering, I'm betraying my nature if I go sit in that men's room.
Right.
It's like they're just looking for the fucking tree bark to boil to eat. They're not,
Right.
and throughout history, most people are just concerned with mundane terrestrial things like raising your kids and finding food. It's where we sit around. Our lives are so fucking good here. We now said, what possible thing during the day could I invent as a problem to make me cry myself to sleep at night? I'm just saying, don't do it to yourself. Just try to take a knee and just pick a fucking bathroom. I don't know. I don't care which one it is. But just if you're wearing a dress, don't use the one at the rodeo with the yahoos in there.
Right.
Go pee outside or something.
What you just
they will kill you, and they should all be executed for that, by the way.
What you just brought up with the self-actualization brought me back to high school, to Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you remember this?
I think we might have talked about this before. What is it again?
I don't think we talked about this before. I haven't thought about this in a while, but this is
Is that the abuse pyramid?
No, this is a theory that you have certain priorities in your life you have to take care of before you can think about other things. So, for example, if you're afraid for your life and you're constantly looking for safety, you're not really worried about whether you're happy with these refried beans or not.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Right? It's like you're fearing for your life and the safety of your family. And then if you're still worried about, does anybody care about me? What's my place in the world? You're not really worried about trying to meet your true potential and become your real self. Right? So there's there's a pyramid. You can look it up on Wikipedia. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You have your physiologicals at the bottom. These are your food and water.
Maslow sounds like an 80s detective show. Maslow, Tuesdays at 9.
Air, water, and food. Then you have safety. Safety is like war, natural disaster, predators being nearby, personal security, financial security, health and well-being. This is like if you're...
What's the very top of that pyramid?
I'll get there.
Oh, okay.
So in Maslow's pyramid, if you aren't sure how you're going to pay your rent, you're not really worried about how you're going to get your PhD after you finish community college.
Yes.
Right?
By the way, this pyramid was also built by Jews who were slaves.
Of course. Then you have love and belonging. So the next things are friendship and intimacy and family. So you got to have these. Like first you got to have a place to live. You have to have food. You have to know that you're going to be able to eat next month. Then you can have friendship and relationships. Then you can have some sort of esteem. So you don't have to fall into a depression. Well, actually, you can't even fall into a depression really until you're handling your other needs. But it says like you want to feel respected and having self-esteem and self-respect. Then at the very top, self-actualization.
Yes.
Now this means what you can be, Dave, you must be. See, you wouldn't even be a screenwriter if you were worried about your children starving.
No. Of course not. So say the billions of folks who've lived and died before, a lot of that never occurred to them. Most of these people.
I think we all understand
I'm not
it
sure how
at a
that's supposed to help
fundamental
the
level.
person who's. I'm just saying that like this is a problem that you're inventing in your head, really. Other than the guy that's going to get beat up at the rodeo, as I've said, that's a problem. That's a real problem. So watch your ass on that one. But other people just really try to look at what you're letting yourself do to yourself. Really, that's all. That's all.
Very interesting. Now you looked up for me right before the show. Speaking of your physiological needs, my dad is still fighting pancreatic cancer. He's still in.
Yes.
As of today, June 7th, he is still in Hungary, in Budapest, getting his water treatment, oxygenated water treatment. And he still is working on his fundraiser to be able to stay for a second treatment and actually just live. He's at the level where he just needs to be able to live and pay his bills.
Yeah. And he's got some more money there. His GoFundMe
is up
campaign is up a couple grand more, which is really nice.
Right before the show, you told me it was $12,135.
That's right. He's shooting for $29,000, and he's getting up to halfway there. Really cool.
And that's it's not even 2 weeks. So
11 days.
I appreciate your $10, your $20 has gone to help out on Marty's GoFundMe. You can get there.
Any old thing helps. Yes.
if you go to theindispensable.com/Marty, you can check out his page. That's my dad there with the long ponytail and the big smile.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's actually how he looks like pretty much every time I've seen him too.
Yeah, that's how
he's not
looks.
just putting on a smile for the picture. That's how he always looks to me.
Yeah, he's happy.
It's good.
We're happy people, Dave.
Let's hope he stays that way, folks, for a lot longer, for a lot more, many more years. May he be smiling like that. Let's do it.
Now, while you're in the giving mood, after you throw $10 over Marty's way to help him with his treatment, you can stop by theindispensable.com, click on the Amazon link, and go buy something for your favorite person.
Mm-hmm.
When you click on the link at theindispensable.com, it's going to take you to the regular Amazon, except there's a little affiliate bar at the top, and that's where Dave's going to get a little bit of money.
This is where you really don't want to skimp. You don't want to be cheap here.
Right.
You're buying it for a friend. You want to just go all out. You want to spend
it's not
way more than you think you can.
It's not extra money that you have to spend. You get the same deal at Amazon. Go buy your 5 HTP tablets and your taurine pills, and they'll get shipped right to you, except that
They just break us off a little piece of that.
We'll get 25 cents or something.
We bought a trailer trash pool this week off of Amazon.
And
but
you
of course,
use...
we can't use my own, so
right.
I went over to Jesse Dollamore's site.
At dollamore.com.
Yeah, so he
click on the Amazon link.
We gave him a little love.
So he got his $100 from you, huh?
Yeah, my wife ordered it. She doesn't even know. I actually hijacked my the shortcut button in my browser, so when you hit it, it automatically goes through his thing.
Nice.
So you could do that to us too if you like.
Good. So anything, go buy your favorite person something while you're in the giving mood. And now last week, Dave,
yes,
our alcohol for the show was sponsored by my good friend Dana, who was not in the chat room at the time. And I'm not sure if he got a chance to catch the show. So I don't have the bottle of Knob Creek out this week, but I just wanted to say another thank you in case you get to catch up with that, Dana. And this week is the bullet that you and I enjoyed. Saving the Knob Creek because the bullet was going quick.
Yeah. I was reading some of the chat room banter.
Just wanted to check in, make sure.
All right.
So thanks a lot.
Should we talk about some good cancer news actually here?
Yeah, well, I'm going to give the listeners one more chance.
Oh, okay.
So now you're generous. You got your friend something. You helped out my dad to beat cancer. You can click on the PayPal button and send us a couple bucks, and I'll go out and get some more alcohol to share with Dave here.
Yeah.
We're way up on the self-actualization pyramid here when you can send us beer money. So we appreciate it. Thanks a lot for that.
It won't be wasted.
And tell me some good news about cancer treatment, Dave.
Well, it sounds like from this article in the mirror.co.uk that we are actually... We're getting close to this cancer thing. We're getting close to figuring this out. We talked about this drug a few months ago. I don't remember. It might have been last year even. I think it was because of Jimmy Carter.
Oh,
he
right.
was also on death's door, and this drug brought him back. There was a fella in I don't know if this was a British guy. Anyway, I'm just going to read a little bit of this article. His name was Mike Chettle. He was preparing to die after exhausting all his treatment options when 26 tumors sprouted in his abdomen.
Wow.
This is not good because this is where you say your goodbyes,
26 tumors, that seems like a shit ton of tumors.
That seems like at least 6 or 8 more tumors than I would ever want. That's a lot of tumors.
Seems like 26 or 27 more than I want.
Well, suit yourself. He was in tremendous. He was in a tremendous amount of pain, and no longer able to turn his neck. In a last-ditch bid to save his life, doctors offered him the chance to take part in a clinical trial of a drug called pembrolizumab. Do you remember that? This was what Jimmy Carter had
mentioned
used.
it. Yeah.
It's a new type of
Jimmy Carter.
immunotherapy treatment, which harnesses the body's own immune system to hunt out and attack cancer cells. So this is basically what it is. There's apparently. Previous to this drug, the cancers hide and they don't. Your body's immune system is not activated, and then they would try to activate it, but it was blocking. Something was blocking. I don't remember the last article I read about it, but this thing is able to, get around that blocking part. something
Okay.
like this, where it's actually able to wake up the immune system, and it goes, "Oh fuck, I've got tumors. Let's go kill them," and they do. So
Okay.
apparently, this is what happened to this fella. So hopefully, this is getting somewhere finally. Pembrolizumab, but immunotherapy is kind of the way we're going to lick
Right.
this, I think.
Well,
so that's great news.
W9 or 6F in the chat room says the CRISPR-Cas9 research is super promising too.
Awesome. See,
So we'll have to
we've
look
got
that up.
another area. We should look at that. CRISPR-Cas9. That's my license plate, actually. Are you fucking with me? W9 or 6F?
Your license plate is
That's
Krispy
exactly
Kreme,
Oh shit!
not
Yeah,
Crispy
right.
Cas9.
I didn't have my glasses all the way on, so okay. Rewrites your DNA.
And I like that. I'd like my DNA rewritten.
Great. As a screenwriter, I know it's going to be a fucking free rewrite too. There's probably going to be 8 or 9 of them, and then you keep rewriting your DNA, and then we'll kick it upstairs to the next guy who's going to want you to fucking rewrite your DNA again. Oh, this happens over and over, and I know how it ends. So I don't know.
Well, Dave, speaking of DNA rewriting, I went to see this weekend Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I took my 9-year-old. The other kids were busy. My kids were busy doing different things. One had a play date, one had a party. And I was like, hey, dude, it's just you and me. Let's go do something that your mom would hate.
Yeah.
We went to the movies to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not out of the closet though. Out of the shadows.
Not out of the closet.
So they were illegal turtles, and now they're not in the shadows anymore. Or did they get some sort of
They lived in
workers
the-
permit or something?
You know, they live in the sewers of New York.
Mm-hmm.
They only come out at night.
Right. That's because they're illegals, right? They don't want to be
And no,
Caught.
because they're mutants.
mutants. All right.
But this
Whatever, I don't know.
time, the police
I didn't
needed
see
their
it. I don't
help.
know. I'm just trying to follow.
I know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were past your time, Dave.
They were.
You were
Although
probably
I was dating
already-
a girl that had a young kid at the time they were popular, so I do know the song and stuff. And he was
That's
Yeah.
interesting because they were popular when I was a kid.
interesting. He's about 30 now. So.
Okay. So in that movie, there was a couple of thugs, not black thugs, but normal criminal thugs
Not black, but normal thugs.
who had who had their DNA rewritten, and one became part rhinoceros and one became part hedgehog, and they became super strong to beat up the turtles. It was
Right.
pretty.
What are their names? I forget.
I don't remember their names.
Neither.
I mean the turtles, but the rhino and the hedgehog, I don't remember their names.
So
Bebop and
you know what I
something.
always like to find out about? Like, what was it really about? What kind of themes are they working on in this movie? What was it really about? Do you know? Did it have something it was really about, or was it just
did
about
it-
what it was about?
It was so the big themes were, one was like brothers sticking together.
Okay, that's a good theme.
Right, the brothers, as soon as they were fighting, everything sort of fell apart. As soon as they started working together, everything worked out for them.
Okay, it's pretty common lately, this teamwork thing.
Right, and the other
All these
theme,
millennials with their movies.
the other theme was the fear of people who are different.
Okay.
So the first time that police saw the turtles, they called them monsters and ran in fear.
Mm-hmm.
But then they found out the turtles weren't actually their friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then the police became their closest allies as the turtles came up in the light of day to save the world.
Good. All right. So what I'm getting from this is maybe the Israelis who run El Al Airlines should not bother. They should be embracing to all people who want to get on a plane in Israel. Don't
No.
judge based on if some guy
no,
looks
no,
like he might be an Arabic guy with a backpack on. Don't judge.
Yeah,
Right?
judge. Go ahead and judge.
What are you saying?
Yes,
You did not learn anything from this movie, apparently.
Master Splinter was in the movie, and he was a badass.
Master Splinter. Did you watch? Are you done with that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Did you like it?
I
Overall,
highly recommend it. It's great.
That's a
fun.
recommend from Sable.
It's like a go and just enjoy and laugh. It was very funny.
It looked okay to me. I probably won't see it because I have girls. They're not going to care. But
Right.
I thought it looked like it might be fun. So.
Well, I wouldn't go by myself to go watch it.
Right.
But it's certainly Captain America Civil War is a very intense movie with deep motivation and character development, and Turtles is just fun, and there's a lot of rap music and pizza and
Yeah, let it hip hop. So you're saying take a young boy, or if you're looking to pick up a young boy, perhaps go there, and that might be a good place to
probably
do
a good place for that. Yeah.
it. Right on. Did you watch Game of Thrones? I know you're caught up, right?
Oh, I'm caught up, man.
You know what? I have this weird feeling like it's about to jump the shark. Like Fonzie's revving up the motor, and he's like setting his sights on that pool with the ramp in front of it. I just get this feeling.
If you think it's going to jump the shark, you have not been watching. Because we're going right exactly in the direction where they've been sending us.
They brought this guy back who's been dead for like 3 seasons.
Oh, he was he was left
on.
for dead.
Yeah, exactly. It's like soap opera style. But of course, dying doesn't mean shit anymore because you just like, oh my God, someone's gonna have to resurrect her now. You know, someone got stabbed and she's. Oh my God, I hope she doesn't die. She'd have to get resurrected again. You know,
but he wasn't dead. He wasn't dead.
Obviously, he wasn't dead. So.
Well, no, because
I'm just
other people in the show.
So many storylines now, and we didn't even see my favorite storyline this last one, right?
But all the storylines are converging into 2 locations.
Yes. I just hope Jon Snow gets to marry Daenerys Targaryen at the end, and they're king and queen. That would be my favorite ending.
We might have to go to the
for.
spoiler lounge for me to tell you what may actually be happening in that relationship.
Oh, okay. I'm just totally throwing out my own wants and desires. I have no idea. I'd never look at any of those. I don't even watch the little things at the end where they talk about the scenes. Yeah. As soon as the credits roll, I'm out of there. I'm like, hit the back button.
I watch all of those, and I watch the, next week on, I watch that 2 or 3 times. And then I watch the writers talking about it.
You got it bad.
I got it bad, man. I want to understand. I want to know, how did that little girl get stabbed? And then next week she's jumping off of a thing?
What was the nudity rating on that? This last one. Was there any? Oh, there was some boobies.
Yeah.
And we introduced that the Greyjoy's Theon's sister is same-sex oriented lady who likes to
get it on.
Ladies.
She likes to get it on.
Kind of cliche.
I think she said, I'm going to fuck the tits off of her.
Yes. So did they have like a wooden strap on at that time? She could put a strap on her little thing, or she just sort of meant like using fingers and other appendages.
We don't have to understand the mechanics of it,
no,
but women have it figured out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I wish we could all be there when it happened.
We don't need to worry about
how
women make that happen.
No. So anyway, I hope they steer. I hope they go around the Shark Tank and just go somewhere else because I'm getting scared here. I don't know. That's all I got to say on that.
I feel like if I share too many thoughts about it, we're gonna
after the mics go cold, you can tell me what you're thinking.
W9or6F in the chat room says, yes, please. What will happen? Does it involve Daenerys coming to my house? I did find a good piece.
I hope not, because his wife would kill her like right there on the spot. So I don't know. I
did hear a good piece of news. Daenerys did not use a body double in that flaming fire thing.
Mm-hmm.
She went au naturel.
She's a good girl. I like her.
And the teenagers have a way to quickly decide whether they're going to watch an episode of Game of Thrones or not.
Really?
I didn't know this, but I heard in the last week that in the opening scroll of when it says HBO, it will say, violence, language, nudity. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't say nudity, they just don't watch.
Mm-hmm. That's what we used to do when we'd get the TV guide. We'd go through we'd go through and circle all the things that had nudity because it would say, right? Oh, good. Was that a backfire thing where they obviously it's for the parents,
right?
But the parents never looked at the TV guide. We would look at it.
Don't let the kids watch this
because we knew it would say what was it? It's like, oh, violence and nudity. Circle in that one. Totally backfired. Just like the cigarette people. We don't want you to smoke, so we're going to make you buy 20 of them instead of just one.
Right.
God damn it.
So you wanted to tell me about...
I don't want to tell you about shit.
You wanted to talk about the California election results, I think.
No, not really.
You see this right here? Where's your sticker, bitch?
Oh, you voted in the primary? I'm not. I totally forgot that there's voting going on today.
I voted,
It's just a primary, though, right?
Well, no. Today we're voting for senators. We're voting for Congress people. We're voting for local representatives. I voted for like 12 people today.
Wow, I totally did not even vote. I totally forgot about it.
Oh man!
Because I've been hearing about it for so long that I kept thinking, oh, it's next year or something. I don't care. And then I thought it was just primaries or something today. So I didn't even vote. But my votes do not count because they either go to Libertarians or Republicans in California, so they don't really count. So. Yep. So as I say, I'm not allowed to complain about anything anymore. So I'm going to have to stay quiet on the political issues.
I didn't really have any problems deciding who to vote because this happened every single day. Hello? Oh, you're with the teachers union? Oh, you want me to vote for who? All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, I totally will. Don't think I won't.
Oh, hello. Oh, you just. Oh no, you're with the National Educators Association. You want me to vote for who? Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Oh, thanks. CTA. You want? Oh, okay. Thanks. Every day, all day.
Hello, sir. Donald Trump's going to kill Mexicans.
Every
Don't vote for him.
organization contacted me, emailed me, called me.
Mm-hmm.
I've blocked 6 numbers that I didn't recognize just in the last 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call me. Don't call me. If your name doesn't show up on my phone, I'm just going to block it.
Yeah, that's the way we roll these days. That's the way it should be.
So you didn't follow any of our California election results? Is it still too early?
Yeah, I have no idea. Let's look it up.
Or do we just know that it's Hillary because probably the East Coast?
Yes, Hillary, of course, is going to win. I think she did. And it doesn't matter. She's going to be the nominee. There's no you Bernie people.
Yes.
It's rigged for Hillary. Just shut up and go away.
Yesterday, you could argue that he still had a chance.
He had a chance like Ted Cruz had a chance for a while. It wasn't a real chance. Look, she was anointed. Let's make it look good that she had to fight and beat somebody, and he was the palooka they put in there. But he did a little better than they thought, which scares them for a little while.
Right.
He was like Rocky. No, yeah, he kind of was like Rocky and Apollo Creed, because Apollo Creed still wins the fight. He got kind of fucked up there. Rocky did a pretty good job.
Right.
That's what that was. But he was never intended to win. He didn't. He's not going to win. She will be the next president. It's so sad.
All right. Well,
But who else? The California election results. That's from the New York Times. So did you vote for all the Democrat candidates? Did you vote for Dianne Feinstein again and Barbara Boxer and Loretta Sanchez and all those dirtbags that I put into office by mistake when I was a Democrat?
No. I usually look if it says independent or Democrat or business person. That's usually my go-to.
Yeah, I'll go to business person or law enforcement person. I'll go there.
If it said lawyer, like maybe.
If he was a defense attorney, maybe. If he was a prosecuting attorney, no.
One guy got my vote for sure because it said criminal lawyer.
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Okay,
Right?
wait, criminal lawyer?
That means he defended criminals, so they would only be punished for what they did.
Well, yeah, I don't know, that could go either way because he's assuming that that everybody who's arrested is always not guilty, which is kind of not the case. They're usually mostly guilty.
No, that's not how criminal law works.
He's a criminal lawyer, right? I'm thinking a defense attorney. Actually, is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, right. You were thinking a lawyer who was a criminal.
Yeah,
I was
Wow.
thinking a lawyer who defends criminals in court, but
Okay. So there's no results here for all the senators and city council people you voted for.
let's
I don't know.
scrap it. We'll follow up next week.
But that's funny that I had no idea. I didn't vote. I didn't go anywhere today. Actually, I got new tires on my car today. That's what I had to do.
Oh, you went to Costco, huh?
Yeah.
Dave didn't vote. We're going to put that right on the show notes so everybody knows. Along with 26 Tumors, CRISPR-Cas9, Game of Thrones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it's going to be good. Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit of Dave Reacts.
Oh, shit. Dave Reacts, which is a spinoff of Dave Sucks at Improv.
That's exact. How did you know that? Am I so predictable?
What do you got? What's going on?
Now, last week, I went through and came up with my own funny quips for the headlines, but it totally bombed because you didn't know I was going to make funny quips about them.
No.
So we're going to go back to the
Are
original.
we doing funny quips this time or just the
Nope,
headlines?
just
Okay.
straight to headline. Look, I'm even just
These are
going to
Drudge headlines. These are paired. These are super pared down too. There's not much to go on these.
Exactly.
Ugh.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Dave?
Yeah. No. Wait. Okay, now I'm ready.
Appear to be family. Take advantage of lax enforcement policies.
Huh? I don't know what that means.
Just make something up.
Appeared. It sounds like if you want to skirt around security, you want to have a familiarity with the people that you're dealing with that are running like if you're a pilot, you want to blow up a plane. That's the best person to blow up a plane because eventually they just stop checking your bag because they trust you because you're like family. What the fuck's what is that about anyway?
Okay.
I don't know. You're not gonna tell me? Okay.
No, we don't need to go into them. Chinese jet makes unsafe intercept of Air Force plane.
We go through this every time. I always make a Chinese driver joke.
What the hell is a safe intercept?
That simply means kind of like when the police pull over a guy who's driving erratically. That's a safe intercept if he doesn't run over anybody.
If the Chinese plane is coming near the U.S. plane, just shoot it down. Just shoot it.
I don't know. I'm going to start an international incident.
I think they started it already.
Can't they tell if the other plane has like a missile lock on them too? Like if their weapons are engaged, they can tell. Mm-hmm. Well, if you see him coming at you with the missile lock on you, then you fire back. Sure. I would guess.
Russia sends attack sub into English Channel.
Oh. Which channel was it? Was it? I know they only have like 3 channels.
Channel 3, I believe.
Channel 3.
Yeah,
BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3. So Channel 3 is taken up by a sub. What's on the other channels?
Cross-dressing cowboy not welcome in ladies' room at North Texas barbecue joint.
Wow. Did we just talk about this earlier?
You must have read this article, right?
No, I didn't actually.
No, you didn't.
No. It was just a free-form thought experiment on my part. So cross-dressing cowboy. Wow. That's just like what I was talking about. The guy going into the rodeo. What a dumb fuck. Now, what happened to him? Do we know?
Do you really want me to go?
I say he's a dumb fuck, but of course.
It said cowboy, not cowgirl.
Yeah, cowboy. What did it say? Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, read that. I want to see what that story's about.
I'm going to pull this up real quick and see if we can just grab the headline. Oh, man, the Star Telegram. Thank you for being so slow.
Shit. Wait till they load all their ads in there.
The sign says, "No men allowed in women's bathroom, please."
Uh-huh.
This is a very passive-aggressive note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah, what do you do?
The story of barbecue, a restroom, and a cross-dressing cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
In the tiny North Texas town of Crescent at Barbecue on the Brazos. You want to have barbecue on your arm? A locally famous restaurant known for its smoked brisket. A simple sign hangs on the woman's restroom door. "No men allowed in the women's bathroom, please." Mm-hmm. At a glance, a visitor might assume the neatly printed sign was put up by folks at the barbecue place or the Texaco gas station convenience store that shares the building, as a knee-jerk reaction to the ongoing national debate over transgender issues. But that's not the whole story.
By the way, knee-jerk reaction is healthy.
Ooh,
like
healthy.
when a doctor hits your leg, they're looking. If you don't have a knee-jerk reaction, there's something wrong with you. So that's a problem.
So this is poor writing. Got it. Okay, that's not the whole story.
That's a weird cliche that they shouldn't necessarily use, because a knee-jerk is like, that's just your gut reaction, which, whatever. You
should have that.
You're supposed to have a reaction to something. You shouldn't think about everything. Like, somebody just slit that baby's throat. How do I feel about this? Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please read the news out loud to us. All right, just one more. Just one more.
I'm getting raked over the coals in the room.
According to the owner of Barbecue on the Brazos, the community of about 1,000 residents, a half-hour southwest of downtown Fort Worth, has a specific beef with a cross-dressing cowboy who occasionally patronizes the place. Mm-hmm. The controversy goes back about 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. There you go. So you took our funny segment and turned it into me.
Nothing
reading
happened.
The news.
There's just a guy there that uses the bathroom, and
I'm not gonna read anymore.
Oh,
you're gonna have to go on the Drudge Report. Look it up.
All right.
It's been happening for a couple years though, and the community's angry about it.
All right.
You know what that means?
Did the women does a woman put the sign up on the women's restroom?
There's going to be shooting.
Those concealed carries or open carries over there.
Right? Exactly.
All right. Have we delighted our listeners long enough, or do we have anything else we need to?
Well, listeners, have we delighted you? There's definitely.
We'll wait for a response. So just hold on.
30 seconds. There's definitely. I did not want to talk about the big Stanford rape case yet.
Stanford rape case. Do I know about this one?
I'm sure you know about it. It's been on every news everywhere. I've been reading the police report and the 12-page, but you're going to listen. You're going to be able to hear about it on the I Doubt It with Dollamore program.
Okay. I mean, Jesse's going to talk about that.
I'm sure he's going to talk about this.
I'm sure he will.
It's a big deal. And then we can have some reaction next week for it.
Well, all right then.
W9.
I didn't vote. I didn't hear this rape story. I've been busy.
W9 in the chat room says he feels something. Not sure Delight describes it. I think you're constipated. He's constipated.
I don't want to. Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's what constipation is. Well, if you have any thoughts about what we're doing so far,
Tell us what you think. Call us at 657-206-0777.
and what are you going to tell us when you call? I like butt cream.
Oh my, that's racist.
I had to put a few drops in there for you guys.
How could butt cream be racist? We got to play 2 Degrees to Racism. Someday.
2 degrees to racism. Anything you say, Dave can make it racist within 2 degrees.
Yeah, but except butt cream. I got nothing. I don't know.
Like reading Jive speak on air.
Yeah. I was doing most of that from memory. I just looked to make sure that I was coming in at the right spot.
Yes. I see that.
By the way, people, if you're looking for, if you like that jive talk from Airplane, if you don't know, there's a movie on YouTube. Can you watch the whole movie on YouTube or just scenes of it? But anyway, there's a movie called The 0 Hour, starring Dana Andrews. And if you're an Airplane fan, it's particularly fun because it is the movie that the Zucker brothers spoofed when they were making Airplane. It's basically the same movie without any jokes in it. It's got the same dialogue, like, looks like I quit the wrong week to quit smoking. And there just won't be a joke after that one. But it's the same story is happening. But Airplane, they just went and they made a joke for every line of dialogue, and it's fantastic. So it's fun to watch the two juxtaposed.
All right. That's going to be homework for me.
That's your homework.
The 0 Hour and then Airplane.
Yeah, you can send me a PDF of your report. Just email it to our...
How about a Google Doc?
Google Doc's fine.
I could share a Word 2016 with you. How about a Gig Jam? Have you used the new Microsoft Gig Jam?
No.
No, we're staying out of tech this week.
All right.
I'll be going to a conference to learn all about what's happening in digital media.
Gig Jam.
Yeah. I'm not even going to tell you about it yet. It's too ridiculous.
All right.
All right. I think we're good for the week, Dave.
Yeah, we're good.
So thanks for being here with me. Thanks for being here, listeners. Thanks, chat room. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Sable.
Thank you for listening to the Indispensable Thursday Show. You can subscribe on iTunes and anywhere that fine podcasts are served. Join us on our Facebook page or send us a tweet to @SableandDave.